introduction. Before we start, can you please turn off all of your phones, recording devices? If your phone goes off, there's not many people in here and everyone's going to know it's you, so it's really embarrassing. So turn them off and really enjoy it. Thank you.
Here is my hand, and with it I give you my whole heart.
Come, don't be shy. Give him your hand too, and then you will be betrothed, and soon you will be married.
Dear Silvio, here is my hand. I promise to be your wife.
And I promise to be your husband.
Ah, yes, well done! Now that is settled, and there's no going back on it.
There's luck for you, and me just bursting to get married.
I've called you all here today to bear witness to the betrothal of my daughter Clarice to Signor Silvio, the worthy son of the good Dr. Lombardi.
Oh, we will, sir, and I thank you for the honor.
Look you, I was witness at your wedding, and now you can be witness at my daughter's. I've asked for no great company of friends or relations here, for the doctor too is a man of my sort. We will have dinner now. We will dine, we will enjoy ourselves, and no one shall disturb us. What say you, children? Does that suit you?
I desire nothing better than to be near my beloved bride.
Because that's the best of all foods.
Ah, yes, my son is no lover of vanities. He is an honest lad, and he loves your daughter and thinks of nothing else.
Then truly we may say that this marriage was made in heaven. For had it not been for the death of Federigo Rasponi, my correspondent in Turin, you know I had promised my daughter to her, and I would not have been able to give her to my dear son-in-law.
I can call myself fortunate indeed. I know not Signor Clarice will say the same.
You wrong me, dear Silvio. You should not, I love you. I should have married Signor Rasponi in obedience to my father, but my heart has always been yours.
Ah, yes, the will of heaven is wrought in unexpected ways. Pray, sir, how did Federigo Rasponi come to die?
Poor wretch, I hardly know. He was killed one night over some affair with his sister. Someone ran him through with a sword, and that was that.
Did that happen at Turin, sir?
Yes, at Turin.
Alas, poor gentleman, I'm indeed sorry to hear it.
Did you know Federigo Rasponi?
Indeed I did, sir. I was 3 years at Turin. I knew his sister too. Fine, high-spirited young woman. Dressed like a man and rode a horseback. And he loved her more than anything in the world.
Well, misfortune waits for us all. But let us think no more of sad things. Do you know what I have in mind, good Mistress Bagella? I know that you love to show off your skill in the kitchen, and I would have you make us a few dishes of your best.
Oh, 'tis a pleasure to serve you, sir. Though I say it that shouldn't. Customers are always well contented at my house. They say there's no places where they eat as they do there. You shall taste something fine, sir.
Good. Let's have something with lots of gravy to sop the bread in. Someone is knocking. Smeraldina, see who it is.
Yes, sir. Sir, may I beg your leave?
Wait, we will see who is coming up.
Sir, there's a gentleman servant below that desires to give you a message. He would tell me nothing, and he said he would speak to the master.
Tell him to come up. We'll hear what he has to say.
I'll fetch him, sir.
May I not go, sir?
Whither then, madam?
I know not. To my own room?
Oh, no. These two lovebirds can't be left alone just yet.
Ah, yes, prudence above all things.
My most humble duty to the ladies and gentlemen. On a very fine company indeed, to be short, very fine indeed. Hello.
Who are you, my good friend? What do you want with me?
And who is this fair gentlewoman?
That is my daughter.
Well, I'm delighted to
What
hear it.
more? She's going to be married.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear it, and who are you?
I'm her maid, sir.
Well, I congratulate her.
Come, sir, have done with ceremony. Who are you? Who sent you, and what do you want with me?
Oh, patience, my good sir. Take it easy. 3 questions at once is too much for a poor man.
I think the man's a fool.
I think he's plain the fool.
Is it you who are to be married?
No, sir.
Will you tell me who you are, or will you go about your business?
Oh, and if you only want to know who I am, I'll tell you in 2 words. I'm the servant of my master. To go back to what I was saying.
But who is your master?
Oh, he's a gentleman who desires honour of paying his respects to you. We must have a talk about this marriage.
Who is this gentleman? What is his name?
Oh, that's a long story. Signor Federigo Rasponi of Turin. That's my master, and he sends his compliments. He's come to see you, and he's down below, and he sends me to say that he would like to come up, and he's waiting for an answer. Anything else, or will that do? Let's begin again.
Come here and talk to me. What the devil did you say?
Oh, and if you only want to know who I am Truffledine Potato from Bergamo at your service.
No, I don't care who you are. Tell me your master's name again. I fear I misheard you.
Poor old gentleman, he must be hard of hearing. My master is Signor Federigo Rasponi of Turin.
No way! You must be mad. Signor Federigo Rasponi of Turin is dead.
Dead?
To be sure he's dead. Worse luck for him.
Oh, the devil, my master's dead. Well, I left him alive downstairs. You really mean he's dead?
I can tell you for an absolute certainty that he is dead.
Yes, 'tis the honest truth, he is dead. We can have no doubt about it.
Oh, alas! My poor master! Well, he must have met with an accident. Well, your very humble servant, sir.
Is there nothing more I can do for you?
Well, if he's dead, there's nothing more to do. I'm going to see if it's true or not.
What are we to make of this fellow? Is he a knave or a fool?
He's probably a little of both.
I should say he is just a zany. He comes from Bergamo. I can't think he is a knave.
He's not such a fool neither. I like that little dark fellow.
But what is this nightmare about Signor Federigo?
If it is true indeed that he is here, it would be the worst of news for me.
Nonsense. Did you not read the letters yourself?
If he is alive, and here after all, he has come too late.
Gentlemen! I'm surprised at you. Is that how you treat a poor man? Is that how you deceive strangers? Is that the behaviour of a gentleman? Or shall insist upon satisfaction?
We must be careful, the man's mad. It's all right. What have they done to you?
To go and tell me that Signor Federigo Rasponi was dead.
Well, what then?
What then? Well, he's here, safe and sound, in good health and spirits, and he desires to pay his respects to you with your kind permission.
Signor Federigo.
Signor Federigo Rasponi
of
of Turin.
Be off to Bedlam, my lad. That's the place for you.
Oh, the devil take you there. You'll make me swear like a Turk. Oh, I'll tell you, he's here in the house in the next room. Bad luck for you.
If you say anything more, I'll break your head.
No! I tell you what to do. Tell him to bring in the man whom he thinks to be Federigo Rasponi.
Well, bring in this man who is risen from the dead.
Well, he may have been dead and risen from the dead for all I know. That's no affair of mine. But he's alive now, and you shall see him with your own eyes. I'll go and tell him to come. And 'tis time you learned how to behave properly to strangers, to gentlemen of my position, to honourable citizens of Bergamo. Young woman, we will have some talk together when you will.
Oh, Sylvia, I am all of a tremble.
Have no fear. You shall be mine.
Yes, now we shall discover the truth.
Some rogue, I dare say, come to tell me a string of lies.
Sir, as I said just now, I knew Signor Federigo. We shall see if it be he.
That little dark fellow doesn't look like a liar. I wonder if Bio could leave, sir.
Signor Pantalone, that courtesy which I have so much admired in your correspondence is but ill-matched in the treatment which I received from you in person. I send my servant to pay you my respects, and you keep me standing in the street for half an hour before you condescend to allow me to enter.
I beg your pardon, sir, but who are you?
Your obedient servant, sir, Federigo Rasponi of Turin.
Extraordinary!
What does this mean? This is not Federigo, this is his sister, Beatrice.
Federigo, I'm delighted to see you alive and in good health. You must understand I'd heard some terrible news about you.
I'd know 'twas reported that I was killed in a duel. Heaven be praised, I was but wounded. And no sooner was I restored to health than I set out to Venice according to our previous arrangements.
I don't quite know what to say. You have the appearance of an honest man, but I have it on sure and certain evidence that Federigo Rasponi is dead, and if you cannot give me proof to the contrary...
Yes, your doubt is most natural. I recognize that I must give you proof of my identity. Here are 4 letters from correspondents of yours whom you know personally. One of them is from the manager of our bank. You will recognize the signatures and satisfy yourself as to who I am.
Oh, Sylvia, we are lost.
I will lose my life before I lose you.
Heavens! Brigella, how the devil does she come to be here?
If she betrays me, friend! I think I know you.
Indeed, yes, sir. Do you not remember Brigella Cavincio at Turin?
Ah, yes, now I recognize you. And how do you come to be in Venice, my good friend?
For the love of heaven, don't betray me!
Trust me. Aye, keep an inn, sir, at your service.
Ah, the very thing for me. As I have the pleasure of your acquaintance, I shall come to lodge at your inn.
How you do me honor, sir. Running contraband, I'll be bound.
I have read the letters, and certainly they seem to present to me Signor Federigo, and if you are the one who carries them, then I am bound to believe that you are the one who is written therein.
If you are still in doubt, here is Brigella. She knows me, and she can assure you as to who I am.
Oh, of course, sir, I am happy to assure you.
Well, if that be so, and my good friend Brigella is happy to assure the testimony of these letters, then Signor Federigo, I'm delighted to see you, and I beg your pardon for having doubted you.
And, sir, this is indeed Signor Federigo Rasponi.
Well, of course it is.
Oh, misery, what will happen to us?
Don't worry. You shall be mine.
What do you think, Doctor? He's come just in the nick of time.
Signor Pantaloni, who is this young lady?
That is my daughter, Clarice.
Oh, the one who was promised in marriage to me.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Precisely she.
Oh, madam, permit me to have the honor.
Your most humble servant, sir.
Oh, she receives me somewhat coldly.
You must forgive her. She is shy by nature.
And this gentleman is a relative of yours?
Yes, sir. He is my nephew.
No, sir! I am not his nephew at all. I am the promised husband of Signora Clarice.
That's it, my boy. Stand up for your rights, but do nothing rash.
What, you the promised husband of Signora Clarice? Was she not promised to me?
I'll explain the whole matter. Signor Federigo, you must understand. I thought the reports of your accident were true, that you were dead. And so I promised my daughter to Signor Silvio. But there is not the least of harm done. You have arrived just in time, and Clarice is yours, if you will still have her. Signor Silvio, I don't know what to say. You can see the position I'm in yourself. You will have no cause to bear me ill will.
But Signor Federigo will never consent to take a bride who has been promised to another.
Oh, I am not so fastidious. I'll take her in spite of that. I mean to have some fun out of this.
Look, there's a fine, fashionable husband.
Sir, I beg to inform you, you have arrived too late. Signora Clarice is to be my bride, and you need have no hope. I will yield her to you. If Signor Pantaloni does me wrong, I will be avenged upon him, and anyone who presumes to desire Clarice will have to fight for her against my sword.
That's a fine boy, by the Lord.
And you, Madam Bride? You say nothing.
I say I'd sooner marry the hangman!
What? You minx! What did you say?
Oh, stay, Signor Pantaloni. I am sorry for her. It is not the moment for severity. In course of time, I hope I may deserve her favor. Meanwhile, let us go into our accounts together, for, as you know, that is one of the two reasons that have brought me to Venice.
Of course, sir. Everything is in order for your inspection. Your money is there. We can draw up an account whenever you wish.
I shall call on you at some more convenient time. Now, if you will allow me, I will go with Brigella to settle some little business that we have to do.
Is there nothing more I can do for you?
Ah, well, if you could give me a little money, I should be greatly obliged. I did not bring any with me for fear of being robbed on the way.
I would be delighted to serve you, but the cashier is not here right now. As soon as he arrives, I'll have the money sent to your lodgings. Are you not staying with my friend Brigella?
Yes, I lie there. But I will send my servant. He's entirely honest. You can trust him with anything.
Then I shall be delighted to serve you. And if you should wish to take potluck with me, I am yours to command.
For today, I thank you. Another day, I shall be happy to wait upon you.
Then I shall expect you.
Sir, you're asked for.
By whom?
I couldn't say, sir.
I must go. Signora Brigella, you are at home here. Please take care of Signor Federigo.
Pray do not put yourself about me, sir.
I must go. I don't want trouble in my house.